What is next for UK mortgage rates? Let's talk about it. As you may have heard, Bank of England base rate is predicted to start coming down again because inflation has been reducing. Now, experts are thinking it's going to start around June time, but it is going to be a very slow moving process. However, I've just read an article which predicts that whilst inflation is likely to drop below the 2% target temporarily, longer term inflation is likely to start going back up again. So, of course, the Bank of England has to be very careful in how they manage the interest rate so that we don't end up in hot water again. What I want to point out is, guys, I love to talk about swap rates, okay? Now, swap rates have already been predicting what is going to be happening over the next few years when it comes to the Bank of England base rate. You guys know I love a visual, so here are the current swap rates. Now let's focus again on the 5-year fix, because what's happening here is this is already a prediction of where the Bank of England base rate is likely to be in 5 years' time. Swap rates are highly volatile though, so they may change depending on what happens at the next Bank of England meeting. But considering the Bank of England base rate currently is 5.25%, and as you can see, a 5-year fixed rate swap rate is 3.8%, that gives us a good indication of where the market is seeing Bank of England base rate heading towards. Now listen, I could sit here all day and try and unravel the swap rates and tell you my views on it, but no one's got the time for that. So instead, I'm going to tell you my brief prediction of what I think is going to happen over the next few years. Personally, and this is purely my opinion, I believe the interest rates will even out between 3 and 4%, maybe 4.5% over the next coming years. However, as we have seen, anything could happen, and we do have a general election coming up here in the UK, and that could just totally change things. So one thing I do want to point out is that there is zero guarantee that interest rates are actually going to fall any further, and we do still run the risk of interest rates going back up. So try not to get caught up in chasing interest rates, and instead figure out what is actually important to you. And if you'd like to discuss your options or you'd like to have a free mortgage consultation, make sure you email me. All my details are on my profile. And if you found this useful, make sure you like and follow for more.